Hey guys, it's Michael from spacefaded here, and today I'm going to be answering a very important question. And the question is, should you collect Funko Pop figures? Well, to make a long story short, you should. Alright, good night. Alright, now that that terrible introduction is over, let me introduce the gameplay. It's League of Legends, and today I'll be talking about pop figures and why you should collect them, going more in depth than that introduction did for sure. So, upon initial glance at these figures, you may think, what's so special about them? They're just another collectible figure. Um, that's true. They are just another collectible figure, but they're a very popular collectible figure. No pun intended. Um, they have a bunch of newer ones that come out to go along with pop culture, and as long as whatever pop figure that they make for a new series or whatever comes out, then they'll stay relevant because it's not the figure itself that's relevant. Well, it is a bit, but um, the the show that it represents is also pretty important as far as like values go and other things like that. So what I want to do is I want to show the viewer that pop figures aren't that bad to invest into. They're kind of like a stock or anything else that you would like buy and resell, like shoes or something like that. And where if you hold on to them or if you buy them at the right moment, you can resell them and make a good bit of change. Some that you should look out for, probably any exclusive that's coming out soon, like looking in at shops to see when and where they have their exclusives. Some shops like games like selling a bunch of their exclusives at one time. So whenever they come out with a new one, you might want to like pre-order a few or something like that. Just whatever your local GameStop will let you do. Um, that and other shops like Walmart, Toys R Us, they also have exclusive pops that they come out with. They're all pretty smart buys because for the most part, if as long as you don't mass produce them, which it's kind of hard to tell when they will and will not mass produce them, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Um, then they'll increase in value. Um, I don't really have any super expensive pops that I have in my collection. I just thought that this topic was kind of relevant because I've just been able to buy and resell a couple, not a lot, but eh, anything's better than nothing, you know. Like little things add up. If you do this with the pops, it just shows you that you can do it with like really anything. Um, Same thing goes for like card games. A lot of them have a similar market, except kind of different. So, not really similar at all. But even because if there's a new set coming out of, let's say, a card game, then it'd probably be smart to invest into that new set because they're going to be expensive cards in that new set. For as long as they're like new or like used, you know. But for pops, they don't lose value as they get older. In fact, most of them gain value, especially exclusives. The ones that you can normally buy and find in stores, those aren't usually worth your purchase unless you want them for your own collection purpose. Um, because collecting them, they're not. They're just one of those products that's not gonna lose its value. You paid like $10 for it at a store or something, so it's always gonna be worth that $10. Um, no matter what, for the most part. I think there are like a very few pops that are just like worth less than $10, but those are like mass produced ones that you could probably find for less on like a resale shop or something like that. So yeah. So what you need to know before you buy any pops is you should probably know where to check for prices. That I think it's eBay is amazing site to check for pops because that's what people are actually buying and selling them for. That's the actual market because it's the people that own them. It's not like a business or anything like that. So that's a good place to check for prices. Whenever you see one in store, why not just give it a quick Google search? You know, you never know when you stumble upon like gold. All right. So, anyways, to recap, Um, so the reason why you should probably look into buying some pop figures. Let's go with numbers. Why not? Number one, they're always going to be worth the initial investment. Pay $10 for it. It's probably going to be worth $10 in the future. There's nothing really is going to change that. Number two, um, if you find a rare figure, there's no reason why you shouldn't buy it for retail, which is like $10, and sell it for whatever they're going for online. For the smaller figures, I could see them being worth anywhere upwards of like $20 and more. That's like $10 profit on each one that you buy. And stores usually have more than one, because that's what they do. They just stock up on certain products. Number three is they're a great way to make money, as long as you know when to jump on to the new ones. Uh, if you buy a pop while it's brand new and it's an exclusive, it's just a great source of money, because it takes a while for a market to really establish itself. Um, so when its initial drop occurs, you can really just demand whatever you want for it on uh, a selling website like eBay or whatever. And number three, well, this one's probably the most trivial of the reasons, but if you like whatever the pop is, just pick it up for yourself. Why not? They look cool. They make for a good decoration. They make for good gifts. Like if you have a friend that likes the show, or a family member or something like that, why not? Like it's the character that from that show or game or whatever, and they just look cool, you know. They're not one of those collectibles where they have to stay in the box at all times to keep their value or like that, because the boxes are never like sealed up with tape. They're always just the box themselves. You can take out the figures at any point and mess with them if you want to. I prefer to keep them sealed up, but that's just because there's no point to take them out, in my opinion. But if you're not like a hardcore collector, just buy them because they look cool, you know. Um, yeah, this video isn't only intended for those people that are looking to buy and resell pop figures. It's more for just the casual person, you know, wondering, hey, what's the deal with these things? Well, they're pretty much a new thing that's hitting the market. Something you should look out for, because even if you're a casual person that doesn't want to go online like every day and check up like the deals and where new exclusives are coming out, there's no reason not to know what's up, in case you do just happen to be at the right place at the right time and you see like an exclusive, like sort of like the whole amiibo situation that happened, where you, there were rare amiibos in certain shops, like the silver and gold Marios when those first dropped, and exclusive amiibos. I think Meta Knight was one, or I don't remember. But regardless, it's pretty much the same thing, except unlike amiibos, these are probably going to keep their value for a long time to come. They're not really going to lower in popularity, I don't think, because they have the names of whatever they're representing along with their name. So even if Pop or Funko it's like becomes out of style, you can always just you'll always have the figures that are representing whatever show, game, or anything that you like, you know? And that name from the show or game or animation, it will hold some value to it. So yeah, those are pretty much the main reasons that I have. This has been an informative video. I don't really do much of these. I don't post very many videos at all. This took me like forever to edit and it looks terrible. But let me know if you like this type of video. If you do, I'll probably do more in the future. If not, let me know. Leave a dislike. If you like it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Why not? YouTube's algorithms don't work anyway, so you probably won't see my videos in your sub box. So why not subscribe? This has been Michael from Spacefaded, and I am out, and enjoy the rest of the League of Legends gameplay, I guess. I think I get a pentakill in this one.